Alright guys, so I've been using the vivo X200 FE for slightly more than 2 weeks now, and I must say, this is definitely one of the best compact phones that you can buy today. Not only does it come with a pretty good design, great cameras, large battery, great display, I can say that it's a very good all-rounder, and if you're looking for a compact phone, today is your lucky day. Now let me share with you a little bit of my experience with the vivo X200 FE and a couple of key points that I have in my computer down here. Now first things first, let's take a look at the design. Now as you can see, it's a very compact device. It's 6.31 inches. It's got a slight heft to it. Like when you pick it up for the first time, you expect it to be light because it's so small, but it's actually slightly more than 190 grams. So it's got a slight heft to it, and I think it's good because it gives you for that kind of premium kind of feel. Furthermore, it's actually very smooth at the back. Like I really like the way this matte materials goes. There's no fingerprints whatsoever. The pink version comes in that two-tone look, which I like a lot. And it's also IP68/69 rated. That means that you can put it in the pool, whatever, sand and dust, water is all resistant to those. Furthermore, it's also worth mentioning that although it is fairly compact, take a look at the thickness levels. It's not really that thick. And the good thing is that vivo actually managed to squeeze in a 6500 mAh Blue Volt battery. Is their own name for their batteries. I think that's the most impressive thing here actually. One of the most impressive things, because being a phone of this compact size, how can it actually have a battery that's larger than most bigger phones out there? So yeah, it's got a big battery and it actually really works. Furthermore, it's also got a 90 watt fast charge, so just in case you run out of juice, you can charge up your FE very quickly. Now let's move on into some more important things about the experience and all that. So the device itself is running on the Dimensity 3300 Plus chipset that makes everything just flies. You know, just doing your multitasking, your day-to-day, your social media, even gaming and all that will actually fly on the vivo X200 FE. You're getting good performance here. Now, about the display at the front, we've actually got a very nice display over here. Take a look at how slim those bezels are. They are also very symmetrical, which is always good in my books. And it's not just that, guys. It's a 1.5K high-res display. It goes all the way up to 5000 nits, ultra bright, great for outdoors. It's got PWM dimming, 2160Hz, great for your eyes. And guys, I think it's just a very good display that we have at the front here. It's 120Hz too, by the way, not 144. 120, which is great for a phone of this size. So you are getting a very good display at the front here, which I think again is great. Now let's move on and talk about the elephant in the room. Everyone is probably going to ask about the cameras at the back. How does it perform compared to other phones? Alright, so fun fact, I actually did a comparison with the X200 Pro. I'm not supposed to do that, but the good thing here is that we found that these cameras actually look very similar to its bigger brother, the X200 Pro. Now the sensors that are being used at the back here are completely different, but vivo actually did some magic in there to make the color science look very close to that of the Pro, and I think that's a good thing. Like you can actually get the kind of Pro experience in this kind of FE. So let's take a look at a couple of shots over here. If you're just taking a landscape shots, pictures of buildings, your scenery, environment, this phone will perform great. And you can also change the kind of look you want with your pictures by just going to the settings. You have a couple of new filters on board, so you have your basic ones from Zeiss, your Vivo, like a vivid and textured. You also have Fujifilm light filters, guys, already built in. The name's also about the same, CC, NC. If you guys use Fuji, y'all will know what kind of names those are, but I'll show you some samples on your screens. So just taking photos on the day-to-day is going to be great. Now moving on to portraits, this is also where the phone really excelled, because not only do we have the aura light flash at the back here, which is something that you see in their other portrait focused phones, but the cameras themselves are also very capable in taking some really good portrait shots. So again, I'm going to put some side-by-sides here. I actually compared it to my iPhone, so you can see the difference in terms of the performance from the FE compared to an iPhone. Naturally, Vivo's pictures comes out with better smoothing, better background blur, and I would just say that, you know, if you're out there taking a lot of portraits, this is a phone that you might want to take note of because it takes some really good portraits. Now the only downside that I would say to the cameras at the back here is in terms of the ultra wide. We've got an 8 megapixel unit. Somehow we didn't get a higher resolution one, but I still think that overall, just in terms of my experience with the cameras, I don't take a lot of ultra wide, so me personally, I still think that it's a very impressive camera on the back of the X200 FE because of all the kind of photos that you can capture that looks very similar to a proper flagship. So at the end of the day, you know, who is this phone really for? I would say that if you are in the market, you're looking for a proper compact phone. You know, I know not everyone likes small phones, but if you are one of those persons who wants a small device, you want a perfect all-rounder, great cameras, awesome display, amazing battery life, good design, good protection, strong chipset, I think your only choice at this point might actually be the vivo X200 FE. Let me know what other phones that you think would be a good choice for a compact device down in the comment section below. This device is going for RM2999 by the way, and I think Vivo did a pretty good one there by making it cost under 3,000 ringgit. Anyway, that's pretty much it for my first thoughts or my short review of the vivo X200 FE. Again, my summary here is that this is actually one of the best all-rounder compact phone. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.